I'll never forget it. They were the cause of it, and they're not friends of the Indian." "That's not true," the Reverend said, his voice still calm. "The white man has done many good things for our people. Now they're building schools and medical clinics and other things. And did they not give us this land?" "They gave us this land?" Toby questioned. "They gave us nothing. Once we owned all the land, and they took it from us. Then they gave us back this small part, and now they're taking this back too, bit by bit. First it was the canals and dikes, and then a highway, and then another highway, and then power lines. Soon there will be nothing left but what is useless to them. They destroy all they touch." Lucy's father was becoming as uncomfortable as Toby, but he knew he must pursue the conversation as best he could and try to change Toby's attitude. He said, "Toby, the Christian way is to forgive. That is what most of our people have done. If you do not have it in your heart to do this, then you don't understand the ways of God." Toby calmed his voice and said, "I know that God is everything. God is the land and the water and the trees and the animals, and they are destroying him. God will soon be dead." "Do not believe such a thing, Toby," the Reverend admonished. "That's not true. God will never be dead, and if you believe what you say, then you've never seen the true face of God as I have." Toby stopped rocking. Sweat formed on his forehead, and he wished the conversation had never started. He said slowly, "I've seen the face of God, the true face. It was in the swamp during a dry spell. I came to a pond with no water. Fish were flouncing about in the mud, dying. A large cottonmouth came over the bank and into the pond. His body was as big as my leg. I said to myself, 'Now the snake will feast on the fish.' He took a fish in his mouth, but he did not eat it. Instead, he carried it over the bank into a nearby pond with water, and then he turned it loose. He came back and did this again and again. I had never seen such a thing before, and I knew this must be the face of God. While I watched, a white man came up behind me. He too watched the snake take the fish to the other pond and set them free. Then he aimed his rifle and shot the snake through the head. He went into the pond, picked up the remaining fish, put them into a sack, and walked away. I couldn't believe what I'd seen. He killed God for a few fish."